Hello and welcome to this week's refresher session. This week we looked at Yin yoga. Yin, the feminine, soft energy, the unraveling of, what should we call it, energetic emotions, perhaps attachment to things that's a little unhealthy, through using the power of the mind to travel through the physical sensations that are given to us when we're in a Yin posture. So for today's practice, you're going to need, if you've got one of these fancy yoga blocks, grab this. If you've got a cushion or something, grab that. It'll do exactly the same job. Or just a blanket rolled up will be absolutely fine. This is a practice that you can do on your bedroom floor, in your pajamas. It's a very nice, short, sweet pep up for your body and your mind. As you can see, Pops has her pajamas on today. So I'm going to ask you, Pops, come over here, darling, to find a seat just for a moment while we discuss Yin yoga. So Yin yoga, the feminine energy, it's used to release any sort of patterns that sit within the connective tissue of the body. So with our normal weekly practice, we do quite a strong asana practice, which is that holding postures that are quite intense, quite strong, strength building. Now Yin is strength building, but it's more so strength of the mind building. You need to really focus on the breath to move through the sensations that are going to arise through the body. So with the breath, you're able to travel through perhaps a feeling that maybe be a little uncomfortable, might cause a little bit of discomfort, but remember, any pain that has that red light, that siren that says no, this is not a good pain, or it's not a good sensation, back off of it, because it's probably doing more damage than good. There's a fine line between moving through those strong sensations and not listening to your body when it's saying that's pain, that's not doing something that's very good for me. Obviously I'm here and you're there, so that's all I can say. Listen to your body, and if in doubt, back off a little bit, okay? Just to breathe is enough, as Pop says, yes. So 3 things you're looking at when you're finding a Yin posture is you want to come to your edge, you want to come to a point where you think, whoa, that's enough. Am I going to be able to hold this? I think so. Go with that. Move to your edge, but not beyond. Don't be pulsing and pushing to the edge. Secondly, set the intention to remain completely still. That's no fidgeting, no touching your hair, because the mind will tell you to fidget, so then you can move out of that posture, away from that sensation. And the third point is to stay in the posture for about 3 to 5 minutes. We're only doing 3 postures today. Short, sweet, snappy, little pep up, nice release. Move on with your day or your night. So make sure that you've got a block, a pillow. And we're going to move into our first posture. A huge, dynamic child's pose. So child's pose is different for all of us. Well, that's the foundation, I guess, of our practice. We often start and finish in this posture. It's up to you completely personally how you travel into child's pose. So you can have the knees lovely and wide and the toes together, and let the belly and the chest fall towards the floor. And then the arms come out in front of you. And if you're lucky like me, they might bash into a golden retriever. They might just be heading towards the top of your mat, and then let the forehead come towards the floor. You might have the arms outstretched. You might have a bend in the elbow. You might have a block under your forehead. You might have the knees closer together. So settle into that posture of child's pose, whichever variation it is that you've taken today. And let the eyes close, let the system of sight turn off, and just listen to my voice for the next 5 or so minutes, taking care with every breath, every cycle, every inhale and every exhale, just taking care as you inhale and exhale. So YIN is the feminine practice. It's cool. It's the force of receptivity. While Yang, it's the masculine force. It's the force of action, doing. But it's important to remember these energies are not about gender. They're about expansion and contraction and finding the balance. And when we're aware of the balance that's needed, when we're aware of these polarities, we can tune into what it is that we need, what it is that the body needs, what it is that the mind is needing. To become aware of the different energies. And it takes time to figure out, and it will change, what energy you're in one day, or perhaps a little of one, a little of the other. And adapting your movement for the day, your activities, your sleep, your food. What is it that your body needs? Finding further stillness in this child's pose. Letting the body unwind. And the connective tissue around all the big muscles and bones. The connective tissue that pretty much holds us together. But by holding us together, and I mean holding us together in the physical form, it also holds us together energetically. So it stores, it loves to make a library of our emotions. And this is why we need Yin as a housekeeper to come and clear the body, the system out of festering feelings, thoughts and emotions. Just stuff that's not serving us anymore. Keep taking care with every inhale and every exhale. Find your appropriate depth. Can you release a little further? Set the intention to remain still. And stay in that posture. Not only are we challenging the body, it's the mind. Where does your mind flutter to when you're in one posture? For a lengthy period of time. Still noticing with care every inhale and every exhale. I'm going to ask you to gently come out of child's pose. So walking the hands back towards the knees, back towards the body. Coming up onto all fours. And gently swinging the right leg forward up towards the right hand. Both hands are inside the right foot. Now if you've got a block or a pillow or something, it might be nice to pop the hands up onto the block. You might like to take the hands to the floor, or it might be that your edge, and this is the place in which you can hold this posture for about 5 minutes, feels comfortable. You might take your elbows down to the floor. So find your edge, find that place that kind of feels a little unnerving, but also you kind of feel that you can hold. Make an intention to be still and stick with that posture for the next few minutes, using the care of the breath, the inhale and the exhale, to move you through the time. Lizard posture. Such a challenging posture to be in. You're not alone. So find your edge, find that point of challenge. Make the intention to be still and then stick with it. But it's very important to remember to not be driven by ego in these instances. It's very easy to want to get your nose onto the floor because you've seen it being done by someone else and you feel that's what you should be doing. When in fact the ego can cause damage in the body. Not just physically but energetically. That's a whole new story. That's a whole new chapter. But don't let these postures be driven from ego. Take care of the inhale and the exhale. And listen to the feedback that's coming. What feedback is coming to the body? Through the mind, through the sensations, the physical sensations. In this strong, unforgiving posture that is lizard. Can use the exhale to release a bit further, to surrender a little bit further, to let the connective tissue unravel a little bit further, therefore allowing energy, emotions, thoughts and feelings to disperse. So we're working here to dissolve those old patterns, to build resilience for a stronger foundation by facing the sensations and thoughts that arise during yin. So the body has to expend the energy to rebuild that area. Here we're focusing on the hips, if you hadn't realized already. Taking care with every inhale and every exhale. Can you surrender a little further? Gently coming out of posture. Bringing the right foot back into a tabletop position. And here we're taking a ever so gentle cat-cow. Just an inhale and an exhale here. That's it, Pops. Show us how it's done. Just a gentle inhale and an exhale. And then bringing the left foot forward as we move on to lizard on the left hand side. So again, you might want to grab your prop, or whatever it is that you have. Find your edge, not going to your maximum, not being driven by ego. Setting the intention to be still. And then holding posture. Taking care with every inhale and every exhale. Stick with it. Find the stillness. The yin energy is the slow, cool receptiveness. So we're providing a safe space in yin for the body, a safe space to reconnect to sensations, but without being overwhelmed. So we can practice visiting these sensations, the physical, the mental, emotional sensations, but in a safe space, allowing us to see and feel whatever it is that sometimes we might fear and that we might be hiding and pocketing away and burying and layering with lovely, colourful things that tell us we don't need to address that yet. It's fine. Let's put it in a corner just for now. Now, yin, it's unforgiving. It brings up everything that you need to address. Surrender a little more and take care with every inhale and every exhale. Notice where the mind goes when there's silence. What arises? Can you release a little further? What's left the body? Notice with care every inhale and every exhale. You're going to gently come out of posture, meeting back on an all-four setting, taking a super easy, gentle, light cat-cow. And then grabbing block, cushion, whatever it is that you've chosen for today's practice. And you're going to put this under or behind your scapula. So you can feel where your scapula are by moving your elbow up and down. And you want to place the block onto the flat part of the back, so not the curve. Okay, onto the sort of flat part where the shoulders are. We're going to come down onto our back, scapula onto the block, soles of the feet together, and let the knees fall open. You might like to, if you've got a cushion, oh yeah, pop that under your head and take the arms wide or just down by the side of the body with the palms facing up. And allow the body to just surrender here. Don't try to force it into any of a deeper shape. Taking care with every inhale, every exhale, as we rest here in a reclined butterfly. Find your posture, make the intention to be still, and stay in posture. Stick with it. Surrender the body every exhale. Don't try to fix or change anything. Let the knees become heavy. Don't try to escape the sensations. Don't try to run away from them. Face them. Take care with your breath on your inhale and exhale. And deepen the awareness of the body. Let's use this posture to relax the muscles, the connective tissue that we're trying to influence to release. Taking care with every inhale and every exhale to release. Just keep releasing, letting the body unwind, letting the mind let go of any formed patterns, preferences, any unhealthy habits that have been living a life of Riley within the connective tissue. Pay close attention to what you're feeling. Feeling in your mind, in your thoughts, feeling in your body. Any tension, can you release further? Taking care of every inhale and every exhale. Completely aware of your body, completely aware of the breath. As you release further, untangling the web of connective tissue that holsters emotions, habits, patterns, everything that we like as humans to be addicted to. Start to let them go. Start to unwind and begin to feel a lightness in the body. I'm going to start thinking about coming out of this posture Gently draw the knees together. Come up onto the elbows, gently, one at a time. Coming up onto the hands. And from here, I invite you to take a Shavasana, removing the blocks, pillows, whatever it is that you have. And as Poppy demonstrates, lying straight back down into Shavasana. And taking maybe 10 or 15 minutes to lie in this posture. So if you can, I'm going to call off, turn the video off. Take 10 or 15 minutes just to lie down. Let the body be undisturbed, with no barriers to crawl through. And just notice that sense of bliss. Namaste.